Wait, you're telling me that you don't have this on your hearing aid? Well then, in my opinion, your hearing aid's set up wrong. So, this soft, thin piece of plastic is known as a retention tail, retention lock, sports lock, a retention wire, or even an ear grip. I personally attach them to every single receiver-in-canal hearing aid that I fit, every single one. And I have to say, about 99% of my patients keep them. They could not be easier to add or remove, and they slide on like so. And they can be added or removed from your hearing aid at any time. And my plan today is to share with you exactly what they do, who would benefit from them, and my top 3 reasons on why this tiny piece of plastic may just be the best free upgrade that nobody ever told you about. And I don't personally view them as optional, but as essential for the optimum functioning of your hearing aids. Now, according to this recent poll that I put out there on YouTube, around 45% of you are using them. And for me, it's an easy fix to improve how well your hearing aids work. So I'm curious about you watching this video today. If you are personally wearing a receiver-in-canal hearing aid, do you have this mighty piece of plastic attached? And if so, which hearing aids are you wearing? So here are 3 reasons that you should definitely have your sports lock attached to your hearing aid, followed by a couple of reasons that patients end up without them. So, starting with reason number 1, and the clue is in the name, retention. So whilst these are also known as sports locks, you don't need to be Usain Bolt to have to use them. Receiver-in-canal hearing aids are amazing for discretion and sound quality, but over time they can wiggle the way out of your ears and become loose. The retention lock will sit in the bowl of your ear, just around here, applying a little bit of pressure in an outwardly direction and acting as an anchor, keeping your hearing aid locked in place, so that gradually throughout the day your hearing aid doesn't move. In turn, this improvement in retention leads to reason number 2, which is better sound quality. If your hearing aid is locked in the same place as when it was originally programmed by your audiologist and when real ear measurements was performed, by the way, please tell me your audiologist performed real ear measurements, then the insertion depths will stay constant. This therefore means more reliable amplification, better speech clarity, and improved speech understanding in background noise, and better sound quality when streaming from your phone or using Auracast. Quick question for you. Do you ever get occasional whistling or feedback from your hearing aids? Now, whilst there are plenty of causes for this, one of them can be a poorly fitting hearing aid. Feedback is caused by sound leaking out of your ear canal and being picked up again by your hearing aid microphone and then re-amplified over and over again. The retention tail will firmly keep your hearing aid locked in place in the exact position that you left your audiology practice in and prevent you from being chased down the street by dogs when they hear your hearing aid feeding back. Now, saying all of that, I did mention at the beginning of this video that 99% of my patients end up keeping them, which of course means that there are some patients that don't, and these are the reasons why. So reason number 1, firstly, is for those of you out there with dexterity issues. Retention tails can make the hearing aids a little more fiddly to insert. However, I will say, before you give up, before you've even tried, have a go. You may surprise yourself. They do mould to the shape of your ear after a few days of use, and so will be easier to insert after a week versus day 1, so persist if you can. So reason number 2 for not having retention tails attached is cosmetics. In my opinion, they actually make your hearing aids more discreet, as when they're attached, the receiver wire on your hearing aid will be locked in place, running over the top of your ear canal in the little valley above your tragus and down your ear. However, some people are concerned that it may make your hearing aid a little bit more obvious. Again, if I were you, I would firstly try to have them fitted, and then if you have concerns, try them without rather than saying no from the offset. Now, believe it or not, none of what I've just said matters unless you're wearing the right hearing aid for you. And the only way to know that is by watching this video covering the best hearing aids of 2025.